Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
One of King David's prominent characteristics was that he didn't take revenge. He left people up to God to deal with. The one time he almost took revenge after someone insulted him, God provided righteous Abigail to stop him. Though he didn't normally take active revenge, he did write about it. Rather therapeutic for him, I think. Psalm 52 was such a poem. David had fled from Saul and stopped at Abimelech's town of Nob for food and rest on his way to hide from Saul. Abimelech and the people of Nob didn't know King Saul was after David. After all, as a faithful servant of Saul, and his son-in-law, and captain of Saul's bodyguard, honored all over Israel, why would they think Saul would want to kill David? Doeg witnessed Abimelech helping David and reported it to Saul. Then Saul ordered his men to kill the priests of Nob, including Abimelech. But his soldiers refused. Doeg, however, happily did the murders, killing not only the priests as Saul had commanded, but every man, woman, child, infant, ox, donkey, and sheep of Nob. Only one of Abimelech's sons escaped to tell David. That's when David wrote this psalm. He first lists Doeg's faults. Your tongue devises destruction like a sharp razor, a worker of deceit. You love evil more than good, falsehood more than speaking what is right. You love all words that devour, O deceitful tongue. Then he said, but God won't let you get away with it. But God will strike you down once and for all. He will snatch you up and tear you away from your tent and uproot you from the land of the living. The righteous will see and fear and will laugh at him, saying, behold, the man who would not make God his refuge, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and was strong in his evil desire. Is there someone in your life who fits into a similar category as Doeg? Does that person lie and devour with their words? Do you want to get back at that person? Take David's example and leave it to God. God is our Avenger. Let Him take care of it in a way that brings glory to Himself. Remember, man's anger does not produce the righteousness of God, as James 1:20 tells us. Before my dad retired, he had several coworkers who poked fun at him and tried to get him angry. He would quote one of his favorite verses, Psalm 119, 165. Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. He refused to allow those men to get him angry, even when one of them tried to get him fired. How would his anger have helped the situation? Instead, his reply glorified God and showed a godly response to others. So we can let God deal with that person, that Doeg in our life, in His way, in His timing. We can resist this temptation to take revenge and leave it up to God. So what happened to Doeg? Well, we don't really know because the Bible doesn't say. But from what David said God would do, we can be sure Doeg's end was not pleasant. He never bothered David again. After writing Psalm 52 and venting his anger in that way, David could move on, and we should too. David declared, as for me, I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in the loving kindness of God forever and ever. I will give thanks forever because you have done it, and I will wait on your name, for it is good in the presence of your godly ones. We can trust God and thank Him for taking care of each Doeg in our lives.
As always, we'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to share a treasure, support this ministry, or get Carla to speak at an event, please contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.